Cooquette, la Cooquette.
Hola and welcome again to La Cooquette. Fall is upon us and that can only mean one thing. Pumpkin spice lattes everywhere! So today we're making edible pumpkin spice latte mini cup. This recipe has 3 parts. Number 1 will be the pumpkin cups, then we'll make a pumpkin spice latte mousse, and stay till the end because I'll teach you 2 ways to decorate them. We'll start by preheating our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Now in a medium bowl, we'll mix some unsalted melted butter along with brown sugar. You have to beat them till they're fully incorporated and looks like this. Then we'll add vanilla and one of the star ingredients, the pumpkin puree. You can find this in a can. Here comes our second star ingredient, the famous pumpkin spice. This is basically a mix between ground cloves, ginger, nutmeg, and cinnamon. I'm mixing it on the side because we'll use it throughout the recipe. We add a bit to our bowl and continue with baking powder, baking soda, salt, and finally, some flour. Gradually incorporate this as you beat. You'll see that your dough will end up looking like cookie dough. This is great. To cook our cups, we'll be using this silicone mold that has like little shot shapes. You can find this at some kitchen supply stores, but I'll also leave a link down below so you can buy it online. You can also use this mold to make jello or ice cups and many cool things. First, we have to grease our mold and I'm inverting the cups so they're easier to spray. We're just gonna add a bit of cooking spray, not that much, but enough to make our cup releasing job smoother. As you can see, our dough is not too runny, but we want it that way because that means our cups will be sturdier. So to make it easy to fill the molds with the dough, we'll be using a pastry bag with a medium tip. You can always use a resealable bag as well. Add a bit of dough to the pastry bag and start from the bottom, pushing the dough out little by little. It won't be as fast as when it's liquid, so just have patience. Fill the cup almost all the way to the top and check its walls, pushing the dough further to make sure you're not leaving any air bubbles behind. Press the dough down with your fingers and now on to filling the rest. And now we'll put the mold on top of the tray and we'll stick these in the oven for about 45 minutes to an hour depending on your oven. So make sure you keep an eye on them. Meanwhile, let's make our pumpkin spice latte mousse. We'll start by dissolving instant espresso or coffee in a bit of warm, heavy cream. Now stick this in the freezer and as you can see, I also have a bowl chilling over there. This is very important for our next step. So after a few minutes, we'll take out our bowl and our coffee mix. We add the coffee mix to the bowl and to it more heavy cream. And now beat on high till it reaches hard peaks. For the traditional super sweet flavorful PSL, we'll add vanilla and some cold sweet condensed milk. And how can we forget our pumpkin flavor? For this, I made earlier an easy pumpkin spice syrup by just cooking pumpkin puree, brown sugar, vanilla, water, and cinnamon together in a pot. Simmer it for about 10 minutes and let it cool before adding it to our mousse. You can also add the syrup to many things this fall. Add a bit of pumpkin spice and then your chilled syrup. Yummy! And fold it all in with a spatula. Cover it and refrigerate. Now let's see about those cups. When they're ready, take your cups out of the oven and let them cool completely for about 20 to 30 minutes. Our cups have already cooled down and now it's time to take them out of the mold. We'll do this carefully, first making sure to run our fingers on the sides of the mold to release them, and then push from the center of the mold and pulling the cup carefully. Oh, great shape! Now do this with the rest. Now for the final part, decorating the cups. There's 2 ways of doing this. If you want your cups to look like the typical white Starbucks cup, we'll be using white chocolate or candy melts. We'll melt these candy melts with a bit of coconut oil so it all ends up having a runny consistency. Put the bowl in the microwave and move everything around every 15 seconds or so. See how smooth it turns out? Now to cover each cup, simply hold it from both edges and grab a decorating spatula to add the candy melt. Cover only the side and try smoothing it while you roll the cup. For a nicer presentation, you can always do 2 layers. I just make a first layer for these 4 and let them cool a bit in the fridge. top by adding a Starbucks logo, just sticking it with a bit of candy melt. For a second way of decorating, we'll just leave the cup bare and we'll add half of a pretzel to work as a handle. There you go. Pour your mousse with a pastry bag, press and fill them all the way to the top. If you'd like, you can also add some more at the end so it looks like whipped cream. Finally, sprinkle your cups with some more pumpkin spice. Voila! Oh, look how gorgeous! And now the taste test. Wow! I dare say this is even better than a PSL because I can munch on it. It's creamy, yet not overbearingly sweet, and it's chewy and not cakey. Plus, there's no waste, so it's like a triple win. Hope you like this recipe and that you make it, and if you do, or any of my videos, please share your photos with me on social media so I can share them just like this girls did. Thank you, Dulce and Estefania. Also, let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite fall drink? And subscribe so you can catch me on the next La Cooquette. Adios!